This video is the Clark Sisters film that was on Lifetime. I know I'm late watching the film. I believe during a time when, wait, that was out some years ago, I believe it was. And of course, I've been fighting this identity theft and housing trafficking that's going on across the nation. Uh, this is horrible. And of course, many reports or whatever have been made, but in the midst of process and procedure, we got to have lightning, cyclone. So let me commentary on this film with Mattie Clark. She's an Aries, and I'm sure, especially from her composure and her presentation, that she was a Mercury and Taurus. And you know that she passed away from kidney failure, very similar to what LaShawn Pace passed away from too. Now, I know that I can't say I know, but it said that Mattie Clark had kidney failure due to diabetes. Of course, most of the notes I have is toward Niecy. So it's like Niecy and Twinkie were the uh from the film seemed like the main topic, and it seemed like Niecy was so much the topic in the film, even though it made it appear before the film aired as though because I heard Niecy's name so much. Uh, every time she got like get up and call, and that was like one of her names she called. So when she spoke at the dinner table about how everybody else was her priority, including the two children, the two Halloween children that was born behind her. Um, and she was saying how she always got scrapped. Uh, I get there and put that into a composition if it may not already be contributed into Puzzle Ride. I'm not sure if it is or is not. Uh, but you can tell she looked different from the other children, even though, she says, I am the first Clark, so that makes me the oldest. Oh gosh, that's just two earth signs, Capricorn and Virgo at battle with each other. But you see how Jackie had more order and military with her. Uh, yeah, she had more military and was more grounded with the deck of cards in life. Um, she was very strong, I'll tell you that. And she was very strong, and she was very uh still there, the extra mile for her younger siblings. And more so I know she felt that Niecy is too disorderly for her, in which, oh God, um, that thinking, and there are many that think that way as Niecy do, but it ain't even my thing. But this the reality. The reality is, if your parents giving you scrap, what make and then it ain't seem like she went and got a guy that gave her the overall fulfillment, even similar to Jackie's husband, that really, had her foundational, especially being a Virgo. But I really see her as a poverty type of, and I really don't want to say that because I'm really like, maybe some shallows of that may have, what you call them on to me. I'm gonna say more Twinkie. Would relate more to Twinkie than Denise, but maybe I got into miss of what you call 'em, which I have that. I'll speak more in the project later because you're not gonna understand me with me just stating what I've stated to relate. But it's mainly like how celebrities that you like or vest yourself after, you end up having similars of them, or you may have a residue spin of them. Um, various situations they have, whether it's having a special needs child, whether it's in you like, well, dang, well, could I at least got the money or the credit opportunity they get? Because even though they be like, oh, they had bad credit, they living in nice homes. They don't look like they living in no trailer, no jump walls, or no panel board. Which I feel panel board is okay as long as it's kept clean and stuff like that. But I'm just giving an example of some decor situations, and oh my goodness. So it was like if your mom gave you this, then she got that time want to say for her mom to take care of her bunch of children. She had a bunch of children at that time. So she might have had 3 or 4 before she officially 5 before she officially, I believe it was about 4. She was getting pregnant back to back. But she got there, and it's like, well, she giving you spouse. What make you think she gonna take care of your children? And you see her own husband, she wouldn't even stop her life out for her own husband to go to the events with him. And she an Aries, and you know what they say about Aries. Aries be exactly in military themselves. And that's how you know Jackie, was the follow up. Um that worked out perfect. And then the Halloween children, that's what she was able to coordinate, very similar to, Pop Staples. Not saying their lives were similar or anything like that, because it seemed like Mavis kind of run that was the lead child. And the other ones like, alright, it's cool with me. Like they was kind of like Libra, like they was a Scorpio and Aries of with the Pop Staples. Let me get back to the the Clark. And so with Twinkie Life. Oh, then I also want to speak about, Niecy. I don't know how many baby daddies she had, but it's kind of confusing. Because one of them supposed to be for a Kojic minister, I heard. And then I don't know how many is for the Bradford man. And, oh, God, everything just very beyond confusing. Uh, and then like the statement, she said she was a confident, like confidently promoting uh Dollar Tree. She was confidently promoting that 'cause that just that's a poverty Virgo. And then it's like Twinkie, she had the originated the written and the skill talent. She actually was the money, and it was like she followed up into that as a escape and whatchamacallit. Then she ended up getting this guy here. He running behind a name that has that most so it takes decades before you really get, what I'm saying, before you get the back royalty. But I'm gonna let y'all do know she did get back, from what I have read, that she did get back her royalties. I believe the guy that he got there and sold the whatchamacallit. I might have said it on a previous video, either before or during or unbeknownst to me. I was saying that Twinkie can get back her catalog and her royalties. And what I read, it may have been a year later or some months after that, I came across where they had something written up, and it was spoken in some videos that she had got her catalog and her royalties back, which is very great, especially while she's here. And I speak my, but I was right when I was in kindergarten. I got there and I said about Twinkle Twinkle, a little star came from. I started talking about Twinkie Clark, and I remember I was either at the table. I could have been at talk about it at the table and on the at the little circle time on the floor where you sit by the teacher and talk to him. So I could have been. I know I spoke the conversation. I believe both times or multiple times. Um, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and that's how actually how she got her name. And I also said she got it from the little snacky things. And I didn't want to. That was something like if somebody give that to me in the street, I used to put that on the counter or put that over to the side. I guess it was something I used to. I don't know, souvenir. Uh, I just would not eat Twinkies, and I very much admired Twinkie Clark when I was a toddler. Um, and it's as though Twinkie followed in the shadow. Cause like I said, that guy, um, she followed Denise's road to hill, and she only had one son, which kind of made parallel out to me, but mine ain't like uh is that that's just a fraction that parallel out to me how she had the one son, and what I'm saying, these guys get there and they can tear you down out of your gifts and use you for your talent. You expect her to have a baby and still be all this big musician or woman? They gotta stop all that old Capricorn. I'm telling you, all that old goat mentality. It got to go. Whew, for real. Life can be can be in a it could be balanced house on the prairie. Shucks. It could be moral house on the prairie. This is just disgusting. Then also in the movie they had when the two Halloween sisters, they got the same birthday. All these we didn't never know that, and you kind of you wouldn't. I don't believe we even sensed it. No, we didn't sense that. Uh, that the middle child and the baby had the same birthday. That's a long story. Y'all have to pay me $4,000 to do a whatchamacallit on that. Uh, that'll be like a video thing I would do. Now, whether I do it on this platform, I would have to do it on a supply something. Like I said, I would have to get my platform up. Like I said, I got so much stuff. I have so many artists that have like stolen concepts and so much off me. So if you go and think you're gonna do something like that, it's gonna come out generic. Cause I'm not even don't even try to come there. You just want to talk. Like I have folks do that, and then they end up stealing because they didn't got too much information. But yeah, I could do a whatchamacallit about that. So when they had the guy, the one that sold the car to Twinkie for the catalog and the royalties and stuff like that, he went to both of them first. And oh, Kiara did play that part. And what I do, you know what I'm saying, what I do like about it first, well, being that she a Gemini moon cuss, I was like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she should have played Twinkie because she looked like Twinkie. She looked more like Twinkie than her mama. Like her and her mama, they look like, oh, they sisters. But Kiara looked like, for real. She more would have fit. She straight up Twinkie. I saw when she first came out. I saw instant Twinkie in her. Itsy Bitsy Spider. That's what she reminded me of. She reminded me of Itsy Bitsy Spider going up the whip. I don't know why. And Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. I remember in kindergarten speaking it about Twinkle Clark. So Karen was offered, and then the man got there some kind of way and spoke to them in some kind of way. They got them off to the side without their mom. And the thing with her being an Aries, and most likely I don't know what her Capricorn placement is. She most likely was a Capricorn rising, ascending. Um, like they'll want you to do what they say, but then they have to prepare you for when they are not around to still be able to and she more so wanted to focus on the talent. That's the thing about being a single parent, doing everything on your own, and having a Capricorn Aries mentality about everything. So that's how the scale balanced off with Denise and had I don't know the situation, but I know it was months before her son had deceased. It was months before he got buried. I don't. Oh gosh, I can't even speak on that. I know she had a grandson. Ooh, this was over a decade and a half ago. She had a grandson that had passed away. The this was something similar to DJ Quick. What happened to DJ Quick grandson? Uh, That's what happened to that grandson. Um, so I like that all the characters in this film here were exact match of what I knew them back in real time. Like I ain't gonna, it was, you know what I'm saying? It ain't far off. So that's what I can respect about it. Because I can't stand no movie with a person ain't, you know, it ain't no matching and all that. I do not like that at all. So that was a good thing. So they did what they could for it. And then, like, when it came to the funeral part, when they came to the funeral part, they played that song, Nothing to Lose, Nothing to Lose. And of course, I didn't find out she passed. Well, I had to do like schoolwork and a lot of stuff going on, and she might have passed around the time that many of my elders were passing. I ain't gonna say many, just say the start, because we had a little break, and then it's like things picked up and just boom, 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 boom. So yeah, I believe she passed around that time, and I didn't even find out that she had passed maybe until a year later. Of course, I was young. So I didn't find out till a year later because I couldn't really like watch TV heavy like that. It was like if people come to me with it or just something that just was on the news in the region where I was at that time that I would know about it. But I don't feel from what I call, even if I stand it was a month later, I don't know, but I know it wasn't the exact day or week that she passed. Because I not recall Peter Jennings. Or maybe it was a day I couldn't watch Peter Jennings and had to do homework. Could have been that. Could have been that. Uh, and did they talk about it in church and I wasn't paying attention, but then it was like, well, then somebody should have re-brought the conversation up, especially from the other conversations that folks was having. You know. So the movie, it was what it was. It was, I know it had something to do with the Capricorn Mary, J. Blige, and the Pisces Queen Latifah and somebody else. I don't know what they do, but they supposed to be a notary, a notable person. From the way it seemed from the press release, I forgot. I don't know what that person name. What their name start with an H or something like that. Something. So it finally you got to that, especially for the time that it was, because I was expecting the Clark Sisters one to be longer than New Edition. I was expecting that. And I have other reviews of the Clark Sisters on this channel. So all you gotta do is put in the name Return, or you can put in Clark Sisters, comma Return Jaguar, comma Clark Sisters. I do have two previous reviews back when Denise did the interview on Larry Reid live show. So tune to that, subscribe, and definitely I'm coming back and do another video. Um, I'm not getting much platform with using the titles and doing social media thing. I gotta have somebody else that can really win with that and get the draws for that. I usually people like to hear me speak on very Halloween and Scarpic type of topics. That's if you go back to this channel and see what I speak about. Speaking about Strong Mommy Chrissy, I'm still call it a Halloween topic, or um, that gets the algorithm going past the 2 digits. Um, the Chloe Part One video that I did, that went past 2 digits, and of course on different devices, it's showing different to different people. The Part Two, I'm gonna see if the algorithm catch up on that. Excuse me. So definitely encourage you all to donate. I see you all. Y'all giving $500,000 to folks that, like I said, they would not. They didn't do nothing of what I did. They're thieves their own selves. Y'all giving to people that they don't know nothing until the situation happened to them. Oh, they gotta stop the crime. Somebody need to say, good and well, a lot of those folks, you need to sit back on your own front couch, I don't know, on your front whatever, the toilet, and think, hey, what was they telling before that situation happened to them? TTY to y'all later.